I'm sitting in the kitchen where the air is turning cold, looking at the stories that we never quite got told. The sugar's in the cabinet, the honey's on the shelf, but I'm drinking bitter coffee and I'm talking to myself. We used to be a banquet, a feast of me and you, but the flavor's disappearing from everything we do. It's a phantom of a sweetness that I can't quite recall, like the scent of summer rain against a winter wall. I'm reaching for the seasoning, I'm trying to make it right, but the salt is in my eyes and the sun is out of sight. It's a burnt sugar memory, a stale kind of grace. I'm searching for the magic in the lines upon your face. We were wine in the evening, we were bread in the hand, but now we're just the ashes and the shifting of the sand. It's a slow, quiet hunger, cold and hollow glove, the sharp metallic taste of a fading love. You're moving through the hallway like a ghost inside a dream. Everything is silent, or at least that's how it seems. We're going through the motions, we're passing the soul, but we're starving for the spirit, and we're looking for a fall. I remember when your kiss was like a harvest in the sun. Now it's just the winter before the day is even done. Did we leave it on the burner? Did we let it get too dry? Did we lose the recipe for the earth beneath the sky? I'd give anything for one more bite of how we used to feel before the forever started looking so unreal. Sharp metallic taste of a fading love, fading love, like a fruit that's overripe. Fading love, like a tear I cannot wipe. I'm still at the table, but the meal is long since gone, and the taste is the only thing lingering on. I'm looking at the blueprint of the house we tried to start, but I was building bridges while you were building art. I thought the quiet meant that you were finally at peace, but you were just a prisoner praying for release. I interpreted your distance as a need for some more space, while you were looking for a reason just to stay in place. We're like two different clocks in the very same room. One is ticking toward the morning, one is heavy with the gloom. I was reading Stay, and the way you held my hand while you were drawing goodbye in the shifting of the sand. Oh, it's a tragic translation, a beautiful mistake. Two people trying to love with everything at stake. I gave you a map, but you needed a light. We were fighting for the same thing in a different kind of fight. It's the loneliest story that a heart can ever bring. Two hearts in a rhythm, one misunderstanding. Yeah.
You said I need you, and I thought you meant right now, but you were asking for a lifetime, a deep and heavy vow. I was fixing all the windows to keep the cold away, while you were staring at the open door, wishing you could stray. We're masters of the almost, we're experts at the near, but we're strangers to the truth of what we're doing here.
If I had asked the question, would you have told a lie? Or would we still be standing underneath a clear sky? It wasn't a betrayal, it wasn't even hate, just 1,000 little maybes that arrived a little late. Oh, for the part I didn't hear, while you're disappearing into the atmosphere. I'm pouring out my spirit like water on the floor, but you're busy locking up the windows and the door. I told you about the hollow, I told you about the night, but you only ever focused on the parts that looked alright. I'm singing in the basement, a low and heavy blues, while you're dancing in the kitchen in your Sunday morning shoes. It's a frequency problem, a static in the soul. We're trying to build a symphony, but losing all control. I'm giving you the signal, I'm waving both my hands, but you listen to a melody that no one understands. Oh, we had the fire, but we didn't have the sound. 1,000 I love yous just falling to the ground. I was screaming in the hallway, I was crying in the rain, but you only heard the silence, never felt the pain. It's a tragic kind of rhythm, a broken gear, the lonely heavy echo of a love that couldn't hear. You're nodding at my senses, you're smiling at the gaps, while I'm looking at the wreckage of our faded folded maps. said I couldn't breathe here. I said I needed air, but you just bought a candle and you put it over there. We're experts at the talking, but strangers to the deep. Living in a promise that we're both too tired to keep. Is the volume turned down, or is the heart turned off? Is my voice too quiet, or is the world too rough? I trade every darling and every honey, please, for one moment where you heard the shaking in my knees. Kind of rhythm, a broken gear, the lonely, heavy echo of a love that couldn't hear. The breaking of the wood, couldn't hear. That I did the best I could. I'm still speaking to the ghost of you, but the silence is the only thing coming through. I'm looking back at the birthday cards, the ones you signed with always, and the Polaroids of us laughing in the dim-lit apartment hallways. To the world we were a steady flame, a perfect glowing pair, but I was holding my breath just to keep the oxygen there. We were experts at the dinner parties, masters of the toast, while I was secretly haunted by your beautiful ghost. We wore our happiness like a heavy velvet cloak, hiding the fire that was turning into smoke. We leaned in for the camera, we held on for the show, but we were already letting go. Oh, we had the smiles that hid the distance, the fire hid the fear, closing our eyes so we wouldn't see the end was drawing near. A masterpiece of happy with a hollow aching chord, two people waving from the shore to a ship that's no more. It's the loneliest kind of magic, the prettiest kind of lie, to keep on smiling while we're saying goodbye.
You'd ask me how my day was, and I'd say it was just fine, while I was tracing the border of your life and mine.
We filled the house with furniture to fill up all the space, but I couldn't find the house behind your curated face. We were so good at together that we forgot how to be one. Now I'm standing in the shadows of a setting sun. Does it hurt more to scream, or does it hurt more to grin? To keep the outside bright while the dark settles in. I'm tired of the costume, I'm tired of the mask. There are so many questions that I'm too tired to ask. Smiles that hid the distance, like a curtain over a crack. Smiles that hid the distance, knowing we weren't coming back. The camera clicked, the light went dim, and the distance finally was. I bought the seeds in April, thinking we had all the time to watch the green ivy start its slow and steady climb. We were a sudden garden, a burst of wild and gold, a story in the petals that never would grow old. But the soil was a little shallow, and the roots were thin as thread. Now I'm standing in the garden where the marigolds are dead. It was a neon kind of summer, a flash of violet light before the frost came creeping in. The middle of the night, we didn't see the autumn, we didn't feel the chill until the colors started fading against the windowsill. Oh, it was a midsummer miracle, a morning glory high, a beautiful hello beneath the temporary sky. We opened up too fast, we gave it all away before we knew the rhythm of a long and rainy day. It's the ache of the harvest when there's nothing left to see, the ghost of a love that bloomed too briefly. You're looking at the vases, I'm looking at the dust, trying to find the moment that we traded love for must. We were a frantic bloom in a desperate kind of red, ignoring all the warnings of the winter just ahead. Now the perfume's just a memory on a cold and empty breeze, and I'm shivering in the shadow of the skeletons of trees. Maybe if we'd waited, maybe if we'd grown in a quiet kind of garden that we could call our own. But we were firecrackers, we were lightning in a jar, burning out the oxygen just to see how bright we are. Yeah, it was a midsummer miracle, a morning glory high, a beautiful hello beneath the temporary sky. We opened up too fast, we gave it all away before we knew the rhythm of a long and rainy day. It's the ache of the harvest when there's nothing left to see, the ghost of a love that bloomed too briefly, bloomed too briefly, like a breath on the glass, bloomed too briefly, watching the seasons pass. I'm still holding the petals, though the stem is long since dry. Just a beautiful bloom underneath the closing sky. sitting in the kitchen, watching the shadows crawl, tracing the ghost of your laughter on the floral print wall. The tea has gone cold, but I'm still holding the cup, waiting for a hey babe that's never showing up. We used to be a riot, a beautiful messy noise. Now we're just the broken parts of forgotten girls and boys. It wasn't a scream and it wasn't a fight, it was just the way the sun gave up on the light. I'm reaching for your frequency, I'm searching for the spark, but I'm only catching static in the middle of the dark. Oh, it's a honey-coated heartache, a sugar kind of grief, watching the gold turn to gray on every autumn leaf. We had the symphony, we had the perfect choir, but we let the music settle like the ash inside a fire. It's the loneliest sound that a heart can ever witness, the moment when sweet love turns to silence.
You're sleeping on your side, and I'm staring at your back, counting all the tiny ways the ceiling starts to crack. We're polite about the groceries, we're careful with the mail, but the us we used to be is looking thin and looking pale. I wanna ask you, where'd you go while you're sitting right there? But the words just turn to ice in the heavy, hollow air.
Give me back the anger, give me back the why. Anything is better than the slow and quiet buy. I'd trade 1,000 I love yous for one honest bitter tear, just to know that the person I loved is still here. We let the music settle like the ash inside a fire. It's the loneliest sound that a heart can ever witness, the moment when sweet love turns to silence. Turns to silence, like a radio with no song. Turns to silence, where they always used to belong. I'm still listening for a heartbeat in the room, but the quiet is the only thing in bloom. I'm reading through the messages you sent me late last night, looking for the meaning in the glow of phone screen light. You said you're doing better, you said you're finding peace, but I'm looking for the heartbeat in the middle of the seas. We're so careful with our commas, we're so steady with our breath, while the thing we never mention is just starving to its death. It's the white space on the paper where the real story lives, in the I'm okay that takes more than it ever gives. I'm highlighting the silence, I'm underlining fine, trying to find the us inside a disappearing line. Oh, it's a paper thin devotion, a scripted kind of grace. I'm looking for your spirit, but I only see your face. We said the words so perfectly, we followed every rule.
by the door. We're talking about the weather like we've never met before. I wanna ask the question that's burning in my throat, but I'm anchored to the surface of the sinking little boat. We're experts at the subtext, we're masters of the hush, ignoring all the colors in a monochromatic rush. If I read it out loud, would the ink start to bleed? Would it show you the version of me that you need? Or are we just two characters in a book that's already shut, with a happily ever after that we couldn't even go? Between the lines where they always slipped away, I'm still reading, but the page is turning white, and the silence is the only thing I still leave the porch light on, a habit I can't break. Like the way I call your name in the moments I'm awake. The coffee's getting cold again. I made a cup for two, just a ghost sitting across from me in the shape of you. We used to bridge a silence with a look or with a touch. Now the space between our pillows feels like way too much. I'm reaching out in shadows, grasping at the air. I can feel the heat you left behind, but you're not really there. It's a quiet kind of torture, slow and steady ache to love the version of you that I know I had to break. Oh, it was a sweet love, but it's a silent distance now. I'm trying to forget your face, but I don't quite know how. We're two stars in the same sky, a million miles apart, with the universe of what is pulling at my heart. You're the song I can't stop humming, the wound that won't go gray, and this sweet, sweet love that's drifting worlds away. I saw your coat in the hallway, and for a second I forgot that we traded all our always for the things that we are not. The static on the radio sounds like your whispered name. Funny how the world moves on while I just stay the same. I'm tracing old horizons on a map we used to share, but every road I follow leads to you're no longer there. Is the silence loud where you are? Do you breathe a little easier in the dark? I'm not asking you to come back, I'm just asking where we went. How a lifetime of devotion got so easy spent. It's the sweet that makes the bitter so damn hard to take. It was a sweet love, but it's a silent distance now. I'm trying to forget your face, but I don't quite know how. We're two stars
looking at the dictionary, flipping through the use, trying to find the definition of the path we had to choose. We have the adoration, we have the burning fire, we have the crying nights and the desperate desire. But there's a white space on the page where a bridge was meant to be, a gap between the person that you love and the one that's really me. We're shouting in a language that neither of us speaks, building up the volume while the foundation leaks. I'm handing you a compass, but you're looking for a star. We're so close to forever, yet we're both so incredibly far. Oh, we had the poetry, but we lost the rhyme. We had the heartbeat, but we missed the time. I gave you my always, I gave you my everything, but I couldn't give the one thing that would make the bells ring. It's the silent catastrophe, the quietest kind of blurring, the hollow heavy weight of the missing word. Understanding. You bought me lilies, but you know I love the rose. You're talking to my shadow while the real me slowly froze. I told you I was drowning and you said the water's fine. You were reading your own story while I was writing mine. We're experts at the I love you, we're masters of the stage, but we're strangers to the truth of what we're throwing all away. Can you love a ghost? Can you hold a hollow shell? Can you find the heaven in this misunderstood hell? I'm tired of the guessing, I'm tired of the almost. I'm standing right in front of you, but I feel like a ghost. Yeah, we had the poetry, but we lost the rhyme. We had the heartbeat, but we missed the time. I gave you my always, I gave you my everything, but I couldn't give the one thing that would make the bells ring. It's the silent catastrophe, the quietest kind of blurring, the hollow heavy weight of the missing word. Understanding. Like a stand there. Yeah, we had the poetry, but we lost the rhyme. We had the heartbeat, but we missed the time. I gave you my always, I gave you my everything, but I couldn't give the one thing that would make the bells ring. It's the silent catastrophe, the quietest kind of blurring, the hollow heavy weight of the missing word. Understanding, understanding the piece that didn't fit. Understanding the candle we never lit. I love you, I really do, but I don't think you ever knew the missing word is the only one that was true. I'm looking at the photos, the ones we never framed, back when we were fire, before the sparks were tamed. We had a map drawn out in pencil, on a napkin in the car, thinking we could make it, no matter where we are. But the lines began to smudge and the edges started fraying. Now I'm reading through the letters of the things we aren't saying. We took a wrong turn at the always, missed the exit for forever. Now I'm standing in the cold, trying to pull us back together, but the compass is spinning and the needle's pointing south, and the I love yous are tasting like ashes in my mouth. Oh, it wasn't a crash and it wasn't a flame, just a slow quiet drifting with nobody's to blame. We were walking the same road, but can't find the person that you're leaving far behind? Did we get too comfortable? Did we get too proud? Did we lose the melody when the world got way too loud? I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm catching only wind, looking for the place where the us began to thin. No, it wasn't a crash and it wasn't a flame, just a slow quiet drifting when nobody's to blame. We were walking the same road, but on different sides of the line, searching for a signal or a flickering sign. It's the saddest kind of story that our heart can never play. The hollow, heavy silence of a love that lost its way. A love that lost its way. I'm still standing at the crossroads, watching your taillights fade into the gray. Just a love that simply lost its way. I'm still speaking in the present tense, like you're in the other room, but the silence here is heavy, like a garden out of bloom. I'm rehearsing all the arguments, the things I should have said, instead of letting maybe turn to never in my head. We used to finish sentences, we used to share the light, and now I'm just a stranger passing by you in the night. The maps we drew are fading, the ink is running dry. I'm searching for the us beneath the gray and hollow sky. It wasn't that we stopped to care or found someone to blame. It's just the way you look at me and don't recall my name. Oh, we had the words, but we lost the meaning. A beautiful house with a cracked glass ceiling. We held on tight till our hands went numb, but we couldn't see what we'd become. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of sad. The moment when love just forgot to understand.
There's a ghost of your reflection on the window in the hall. I reach to touch your shoulder, but I'm leaning on the wall. You're explaining how you're feeling, but the signal's getting weak, like we're shouting across canyons, but we're far too tired to speak. We're masters of the small talk, but we're failing at the soul, watching every piece of us drift out of our control. How do two people go from home to somewhere else? How do we lose the melody and keep the empty shells? It wasn't an explosion, it wasn't a goodbye, it was 1,000 quiet questions that we never did untie. Yeah, we had the words, but we lost the meaning. A beautiful house with a cracked glass ceiling. We held on tight till our hands went numb, but we couldn't see what we'd become. It's a different kind of lonely, a different kind of sad. The moment when love just forgot to understand. Just forgot to hear the heartbeat through the noise. Just forgot the simple magic in your voice. Now we're just two shadows in a house we used to plan when love forgot to understand.
I'm tracing the pulse on the inside of your wrist, while I'm drowning in a feeling that I can't quite resist. Your skin is like a fever, your breath is like a prayer, but I'm looking at your eyes and there's nobody there. We're tangled in the sheets, but we're tangled in the lies, building up a kingdom, let the morning light denies. My chest is screaming stay, but my head is shouting run, like I'm staring at the ocean while I'm reaching for the sun. It's a beautiful addiction, it's a desperate kind of high, to hold you in the dark while we live a separate lie. Oh, we're hearts in love, but we're minds apart, two different maps for the very same heart. I'm speaking in colors, you're thinking in gray. We're close enough to touch, but a world away. It's the cruelest kind of rhythm, it's a broken work of art. When the pulse is in sync, but we're minds apart. You're talking about the future like a house we're gonna build, but the rooms inside my spirit are already overfilled with the ghost of every question that I'm too afraid to ask, while we're dancing in the kitchen in a velvet covered mask. I wanna know your secrets, I wanna know your fear, but the static in the hallway's the only thing I hear. Can a body love a person that the soul doesn't know? Can we keep the fire burning if we're standing in the snow? We're a masterpiece of longing, we're a symphony of doubt, trying to find a doorway that we can't live without. Yeah, we're hearts in love, but we're minds apart, two different maps for the very same heart. I'm speaking in colors, you're thinking in gray. We're close enough to touch, but a world away. It's the cruelest kind of rhythm, it's a broken work of art. When the pulse is in sync, but we're minds apart. Minds apart. I'm memorizing how you feel while I'm questioning if any of this is real. Close your eyes, babe, before the morning starts. Just two lonely hearts with drifting minds. Yeah. I still have that sugar packet from our very first date, tucked inside a notebook like a trophy for the fade. We were honey in the morning, we were syrup on the spoon, chasing every shadow underneath the harvest moon. But the thing about the nectar is it always draws the rain, and the sweetest kind of pleasure leaves the deepest kind of stain. I'm staring at the candy-colored sunset in the sky, remembering the velvet of the way you used to lie. But the sugar started crystallizing, turning into stone, and I woke up in a sugar rush, shivering alone. Oh, it was a wildflower fever, a peach fuzz kind of bliss, but there's a bitter aftertaste in the memory of your kiss. We were burning through the harvest, never saved a thing for frost, counting up the treasures while we ignored the cost.
the kitchen's smelling empty and the food is overripe. I'm trying to find a rhythm that I don't have to gripe. You were a summer storm addiction, a high I couldn't quit, but the light we kept on chasing was the first thing to get lit.
We traded in the substance for the shimmer and the shine, and I'm choking on the bubbles of a cheap and flat red wine. Maybe if we'd added just a little bit of salt, we wouldn't be standing here looking for a fault. But we lived on the dessert and we skipped the heavy parts. Now there's nothing left to nourish these hollow, hungry hearts. Yeah, it was a wildflower fever, a peach fuzz kind of bliss, but there's a bitter aftertaste in the memory of your kiss. We were burning through the harvest, never saved a thing for frost, counting up the treasures while we ignored the cost. It was a candy-coated heaven, but the clouds are overcast. I guess some things are just too sweet to last. Too sweet to last. Like a song on the breeze, like the gold on the leaves. Now it's just the winter and a hollow kind of past. Yeah, you were just too sweet to last. I'm looking at the sweater that you left behind last June. It still smells like the coffee and the salt of the afternoon. We spent 1,000 hours building castles in the air. I never thought I'd find myself just standing in them bare. Every forever was a brick, every always was a beam, but I woke up in the ruins of a very lovely dream. We had the vocabulary, we had the perfect script, but somewhere in the translation the foundations finally slipped. I'm holding all the definitions, trying to make them fit, but the fire's out of oxygen no matter how it's lit. Oh, it was a beautiful love, but it's a broken meaning. A photograph of angels with a shadow in the leaning. We said the words so often that the power bled away, until I love you felt like have a really lovely day. It's a masterpiece of gold leaf on a statue made of clay, the hollow heavy echoes of a love that lost its way.
You're talking about the memories like the stories in a book, but you won't meet my eyes, you won't give a second look.
We're keeping up appearances, we're polite across the glass, watching all the magic and the wonder slowly pass. Oh, I'm searching for the subtext in the way you say my name, but it's just a collection of the letters, not the flame. Can we find the rhythm if we've forgotten how to dance? Can we find the spark inside a secondary glance? I'm screaming in the margins, I'm crying in the ink, but we're standing on the edge and we're too afraid to blink. Yeah, it was a beautiful love, but it's a broken meaning. A photograph of angels with a shadow in the leaning. We said the words so often that the power bled away, until I love you felt like have a really lovely day. It's a masterpiece of gold leaf on a statue made of clay, the hollow heavy echoes of a love that lost its way. Broken meaning. was just a beautiful broken heart. The tea is steaming on the table, just like it did before. But I don't hear your keys rattling against the heavy door. There's no slamming of the cabinets, no laughter in the hall, just the sound of the shadows stretching out across the wall. We used to fight for hours, we used to scream and cry. Now we don't even bother asking one another why. It's not the storm that kills the garden, it's the lack of any rain. It's the way we've grown so used to living side by side with pain. We like to act as on a stage who've forgotten all their lines, just staring at the exit and the neon fading signs. Oh, I remember the thunder, I remember the heat, but now the air is hollow and the silence is complete. We didn't say goodbye, we just ran out of things to say. In the slow, cold dawning of the day, our love turned quiet. No more fire in the hearth, no more riot in the veins, just the ghost of a heartbeat and the clicking of the rain. You're sitting on the sofa, scrolling through your phone, and I've never felt so empty, and I've never felt so prone to reaching for your shoulder just to see if you'll flinch away, or if you're even present in the wreckage of the day. We're polite about the laundry, we're careful with the mail, but we're drowning in a teacup and we're starting to look pale. Give me one more honest anger, give me one more bitter tear. Anything is better than the nothing that is here. I'm screaming in the basement, but you're reading in the dark. How did we lose the forest and forget to save the spark? Yeah, I remember the thunder, I remember the heat, but now the air is hollow and the silence is complete. We didn't say goodbye, we just ran out of things to say. In the slow, cold dawning of the day, our love turned quiet. No more fire in the hearth, no more riot in the veins, just the ghost of a heartbeat and the clicking of the rain. Quiet, like a radio with no station. Turn quiet, like a heart with no vacation. I'm still listening for the sound of you, but the quiet is the only thing coming through. I kept those 3 words in my pocket like a lucky charm, thinking they'd keep us out of the cold and away from harm. I said them when the sun came up and when the moon was high. I whispered them into your skin until the well ran dry. But you were looking past my shoulder at a life I couldn't give, and I love you wasn't a big enough house for us to live. I thought it was the answer to every broken part, I thought it was the oxygen for a dying heart. But you can't build a bridge out of a single phrase when the ground beneath our feet is a shifting smoking maze. Oh, I shouted it at the ceiling, I carved it in the and every best I could. But the truth is a heavy, cold and hollow velvet glove. The day I realized that I love you was not enough. It didn't fix the distance, it didn't stop the rain. It was just a beautiful bandage on a jagged kind of pain. You needed a purpose, and I was just a place. You needed a miracle, and I was just a face. I watched you packing boxes while I sat there on the floor, saying the words again while you were halfway out the door. It sounded like a record skipping on a broken track, a desperate kind of magic that couldn't bring you back. They say that love is a mountain, they say that love is a shield, but love is just a casualty on this empty, quiet field. It's the almost that's killing me, that could have been the stings, when the dearest and the sweetest are just heavy, useless things. But the walls don't care at all. It was a beautiful lie, but it wasn't enough. I'm watching your lips move, but I don't hear a sound. Like a static-filled radio, just spinning round and round. We're sitting at the table where the secrets used to spill, but now the air is heavy and the room is deathly still. I have 1,000 questions, I have 1,000,000 pleases, but the space between our chairs is where the conversation freezes. We're masters of the how are you and did you feed the cat, hiding all the tectonic plates beneath the easy chat. I'm screaming in my ribcage, I'm crying in my chest, but I'm folding up my longing like a shirt inside a chest. Oh, we had the words of love, but they're lost in silence now. A quiet kind of earthquake, a low and heavy vow. I'm reaching for a sentence, but I'm catching only air. You're looking right through me, like I was never there. It's a beautiful language that we both forgot to speak, until they always turned to maybe, and the strong became the weak.
There's a letter in my pocket that I'll never let you read, about the way I'm starving for the version of you I need. You're humming to yourself while you're staring at the wall, and I'm wondering if you even hear the echoes in the hall.
We're like two different novels on the very same shelf, but I'm reading you in secrets and I'm keeping you to myself. Is the silence a shield, or is the silence a blade? Is it protecting the us, or the choices we made? I trade 1,000 I love yous for one honest I'm scared, just to know that the person I loved is still there. Yeah, we had the words of love, but they're lost in silence. forgot to speak, until the always turned to maybe, and the strong became the weak. Lost in silence, like a lighthouse with no light. Lost in silence, in the middle of the night. I'm still waiting for the how, but the words of love are just echoes, lost in silence. I'm watching your lips move, tracing the lines, but I'm losing the signal, I'm missing the signs. We're sitting at dinner, 3 inches apart, but there's a canyon between us, a hole in the heart. I'm speaking in whispers, you're shouting in code. 2 weary travelers on a dead-end road. We have the affection, we have the desire, but we're freezing to death while we stare at the fire. It's a beautiful language that neither can read. I'm giving you water when it's air that you need. Oh, it's a broken devotion, a blind kind of light. We're holding on tight in the middle of the night, but I don't know your secrets and you don't know my soul. We're 2 halves of a story that'll never be whole. It's a tragic collection of I'm sorry's and why, the hollow heavy weight of love without understanding.
You're crying in the hallway, I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm touching a person I don't understand. We've memorized habits, the way we take tea, but you're looking at a version that isn't quite me.
We're masters of comfort, but strangers to known, building a castle while we're sitting alone. Is it enough to just wanna stay when we're drifting further with each passing day? I'd trade all this passion for one moment of sea, to bridge the catastrophe, live in between. It's a broken devotion, a blind kind of light. We're holding on tight in the middle of the night, but I don't know your secrets and you don't know my soul. We're 2 halves of a story that'll never be whole. It's a tragic collection of I'm sorry's and why, the hollow heavy weight of love without understanding. We're just ghosts in a room without understanding. I got under gloom, I love you, I gloom, but I don't know you at all. I'm tracing the curve of your smile one last time, like a poet who's finally run out of rhyme. The boxes are taped and the car's in the drive, but the ghost of our laughter is still so alive. We promised we'd never let bitterness in, so we're ending the story where we used to begin. It's a gentle surrender, a soft letting go, like the first fall of autumn or the melting of snow. No shouting, no slamming, no tears in a rage, just a trembling hand as we turn the last page. Oh, it's a bittersweet mercy, a tender release, trading the war for a hollow kind of peace. I'm holding your hand till the clock strikes the hour, watching the petal fall off of the flower. It's the kindest of sorrows, the softest, the sighs, the hollow, heavy beauty of the sweetest goodbye. You're checking your mirrors, I'm checking my chest, wondering which one of us is truly the guest in this house that we built out of dreams and of dust, where we traded our forever for a maybe we must. I'm wishing you oceans, I'm wishing you light, while I'm bracing myself for a cold, lonely night. If I loved you less, I would beg you to stay. I'd stand in the road and I get in your way, but the greatest of loves knows when it's time to part, to save what is left of a fracturing heart. So I'm giving you back to the world and the wind. Yeah, it's a bittersweet mercy, a tender release, trading the war for a hollow kind of peace. I'm holding your hand till the clock strikes the hour, watching the petal fall off of the flower. It's the kindest of sorrows, the softest of sighs, the hollow, heavy beauty of the sweetest goodbye. The sweetest goodbye. Don't look back in the mirror. The sweetest goodbye. The path is getting clearer. Go on now, babe, before I change my mind and leave all this sweetness far behind.